Alright, in this video I want to talk to you about how to add a field boundary. We're going to be hand drawing this one in, so we'll go to Setup and Land. So boundaries are very important in Operations Center. That's how when data is flowing in, it knows where to go. It will help spatially sort our data. So in Operations Center, you can have hand-drawn or traced boundaries, but if you're going to start putting those in machines for section control, for turn automation, for playing your end rows last, then you'll want to have boundaries that are driven with RTK, side by side, preferably something along those lines, so we have good, accurate boundaries. But for sorting data and storing data, tracing or hand drawing will be fine. So what we'll do, we'll search for the field that we're after. So I'm going to add a field to this, or add a boundary to this back 40 field here. So once I click it, I can come here to my add button. This time we're going to do boundary. Also in Land, you can add edit fields, add edit flags, add edit boundaries, and add edit guidance tracks. Again, as I said earlier, we could either hand draw this new, or we could trace it from a previous operation. So if I had a planting map, spraying map, I could choose this and it would show me the preview of what that's going to look like. Essentially, it just traces around the edge of that map and creates a boundary for me. But we're going to draw new, so I'm going to go next. I'm going to enter a name in it for it. Just call this the back 40, just like my field name. And so now I just scroll in here and find wherever that field may be. So I'm going to draw this one out right here. So when I'm ready to draw, I click my Draw Polygon tool. You also have a circle or a rectangle. I like to use this Draw Polygon. So anywhere I start clicking, it's going to drop a point and then the line's going to follow me. So I'm going to quickly draw this field out here. If this was really the one I was going to use, I would take my time here. But I'll click around here, and if I click and hold, you see I can drag around the field without it dropping any points. Add our waterway in here. And then to close this out, when I get back around to the beginning where I dropped my first point, if I click back on it, it will close that polygon out. And so I've got options on the left-hand side over here. I set this as my active. It's non-irrigated. You could choose irrigated to have a pivot on it. It's going to tell me how many shapes I have, whether it's interior or exterior. This is my exterior. If I had some waterways, I could come click, or trees, come click Draw Polygon and draw out those trees or that waterway, and I would want to call those my interior boundaries. But when I'm ready here, I just hit Save. And now my back 40 field has an active boundary. If we come back to field details, you can see the back active boundary here has been drawn in. It's 29.5 acres. So now I've got a boundary in there and I'm ready to go. I hope this was helpful. Check out our Hudson ISG page for more videos on Operations Center.